Genshin go baby, what's good guys? Yoku here, and I'm probably gonna wing this video right off the dome. But the gist of what we're talking about today is simply the fact that I don't want to say a lot of you, a number of you, that's a way better way to put that. A number of you seem to be confused on why you should pull Huohuo, or like pulling Huohuo, anything of the sort. And I want to really break that down in a very simple manner because I don't understand. Maybe it's not that I don't understand. I think it's more along the lines that I think a lot. Some of you are saying things in the last video in the comment section and then other people's comment sections on Reddit. And I just kind of want to put my thoughts out there on the think pieces. I don't want to say that anybody's wrong or right or anything like that. I really just want to talk about it. And I want to break down the entire thought process on who Huohuo, yes, I said Huohuo, who Huohuo is for and who it's not for. Before we get super deep into that though, I'm looking at my Switch because I'm getting ready to leave. That's the gist of what I was gonna say. I have to re-record everything because I ran out of space to record. I'm leaving, not the channel. That sounds really dramatic when I say it that way. I got invited out to the Genshin concert, so I'm gonna go to California for the Genshin concert, and hopefully I have a really great time. It's my first time being invited out to something like this. Really cool experience, hopefully. I mean, being invited out in general is like a really cool experience. So yeah, I won't be here. I'm taking Moon with me. I'm stealing Moon, so she won't be here. And I have no idea what kind of videos you guys are gonna get, because I did not prepare for this at all, even though I should have, but I was like focused. I was hard focused on the Huohuo guide. Not even because it was hard. It was just, thank you guys for watching the video, by the way, if you did. There's a lot of new stuff that I was able to try in the video. And I thought, I got some comments too. Some of you guys were like, the pacing was fire. It was really good. The editing was really good, top notch. I'm like, yes, that's what I wanted. I was really aiming for having good pacing, trying new things. I was trying some different stuff with like scripting versus not scripting and like kind of combining the two. It was just a really good experience. So I'm glad the video came out the way it did. Hopefully it's received better or more by a lot more people. That'd be great. But I'm leaving. I'll be back after like Sunday or something like that. I don't know. And we'll see what happens because I might just go to Cali for a little bit. But that's the gist of it. If you want to see like vlogs, because I suck at stuff, bro. 95% of the time I say I'm going to vlog something and I don't. I have so much footage from things that I thought I was going to vlog that I don't vlog, but it's sitting on my phone and then it just sits there and takes up storage. So we'll see. Maybe I do it this time. If y'all are interested in that, then I'll do my best to whip something up. Okay. I might ask them to go for some assistance on like how to vlog or whatever, or Hermes. We'll see. Now, going into some of the comments that I got, going into a little bit of what we have going on with Huohuo, why you should pull Huohuo. Some of the players, a lot of y'all, I don't want to say a lot, a number of you guys have basically shown me that you value different things. Maybe it's not valuing different things. Some of y'all are just kind of mean. I don't know why y'all are like this. And thankfully it's not a lot in my, like, I don't get a lot of this, the videos. I haven't seen a lot. Maybe it is. But I've seen a lot of people in Discord. I've seen a lot of people on Reddit. If you already have Fushwin, Locha, Bailu, whoever, Japard, there is zero reason for you to be a dickhead to some of the newer players or even other players who want Huohuo or are very excited about Huohuo for any number of reasons. Some of y'all are just mean. I don't know why you do that. Like, yeah, if you have the other sustained characters, you don't need Huohuo. Correct. I'm going to say that as well. I agree with you on that. But I'm not going to tell somebody don't pull it just because I don't. It just kind of feels malicious in a way where you can't get Huohuo or you don't want to pull for Huohuo. So you're trying to get as many people as possible also not pull for Huohuo. That's how it comes off. If you don't mean it that way, cool beans. But the way that it's worded online, the way that you guys are very aggressive when you say these things, again, worded online, it does feel that way. It feels like you guys are just being very malicious for no reason. Or for the wrong reasons, I should say. But for my newer players, Huohuo is 100% for you. The only other character that I could think about, and I was gonna make a video on this, I guess maybe this won't be the video, but point being is that your decision between Huohuo now and Silverwolf right after this is very important. The reason it's very important is because I think it sets your account up for future or whatever. Let's look at what we have coming out in the game so far that we can confirm. I say that with quotations, air quotes, for a reason. You guys know what I can and can't say, right? We have Silverwolf coming up with Argent, DPS character, and then a Nihility character / sub DPS character, and a bunch of other stuff that she can make. A breaker, very great break unit. So Silverwolf, we'll talk about that in a moment. But Argenti, Silverwolf. Right after that, I think what we were drip fed Ron May. We have Ron May, and then we have Dr. Ratio. Yes. After that, I believe we're jumping into, that should be 1.6, right? Dr. Ratio is 1.6. If following the way that Genshin and Honkai Impact go, Maybe that's not much Honkai. I think Honkai Impact goes into like 0.7 and 0.8, but I don't think Genshin goes up that far. Like 0.6, I don't think there's a 3.6 for Genshin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have a very weird feeling that we're going to jump from 1.6. We're not getting 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. I think we're jumping straight into 2.0 because we're going to be into the next year by that point, right? 1.6 happens in December. It's going to last until maybe the beginning of January. We are now in 2024. I think that would be a great time for them to introduce 2.0, which brings a number of different things that we're already about to see. 1.6 is already the big patch that we're seeing for some in-game content. We're seeing a not new simulated universe, but a new game mode, right? The new perma mode. I don't even remember what it's called. Pure Fiction. We're getting Pure Fiction. That's a whole new in-game mode, or at least the idea, the concept of in-game. Very excited for that. We're also getting an extended MOC, which is supposed to be more challenging. So instead of MOC 10, we're getting 11 and 12. Very excited for that as well. On top of that, we're getting more story, we're getting more events, whatever the case may be. 2.0 should be the beginning of the new world. Whatever new world we're going to be getting means that we're going to be having a new slew of characters, the possibility of new archetypes, new elements, new character functions. Anything could happen in 2.0. Now, I know that leaks are probably out there and they may exist. I haven't seen anything allegedly, but there is one character that I'm very excited for that I know is coming or is supposed to come in 2.0. I don't know when, but it's she's supposed to be here. She's my favorite character out of like all of Hoyoverse, period. So when she gets here, I'm probably gonna ball out. That being said, I think setting your account up now, especially if you're new, you just started in October because of the PlayStation event, PlayStation release of the game, you have to play catch up, but not the same way that us as day one players had to play. Like, we didn't have to play catch up. We just played along, right? We're progressively getting better with our account, which is why now we could make okay, I'm going to skip all of 1.5. I don't need one, or 1.4, 1.5, whatever. Right? I don't need all of 1.5. I can skip Argentia. I can skip Huohuo. I'm good. And then I can save up for Ron May, get Ron May, and then I can skip Dr. Ratio and then be prepared to go into 2.0 for whatever they have coming for us. Most of us are able to do that because we planned the account, we pulled and stuff like that. PlayStation users or new players, I'm just gonna say new players. New players are not in that position. You just had the option to pull for Zila, Topaz, or Jing Liu, which I mentioned back then, either pull Jing Liu or pull Zila, depending on what you wanted to do. Now you have the option of getting your sustain character, which to my knowledge, we don't have another sustain character coming up right now. We will have reruns, but based off of what I've seen, and I've just seen this floating around, I think Locha is coming back. I don't know when, but I know the rumors we're not getting Jing Yuan, which means we're probably not getting Locha. Oh yeah, I'm right. The rumors, there's no Jing Yuan and no Locha, at least not in the next patch, which means you also have to make another hard decision. So right now you have Huohuo, and then you also have Silverwolf. Silverwolf is a phenomenal character who will set your account up for leagues. Like, any new player, if any new player would ever ask me like Silverwolf or blank, I'm always gonna tell you Silverwolf, because she's going to set you up from now until you're like, how deep are we into the game? Like 8 months, something like that. She's gonna set you up for almost a year, basically, because it alleviates your need to build other characters. You don't have to build a Pela. You don't have to build a Gwenaifen. You don't have to build Sampo. You don't have to build Luca. All these are the characters that you could build in order to do these things. You don't have to build them with Silverwolf. And that's what Silverwolf really excels at. She also makes it so that you don't have to try and keep pulling for different DPS characters. Let's say that you pulled Zila. Boom, that's your Quantum. We know how Zila works. You're going to blow everybody's back out. You pull Jing Liu, boom, that's your ice. We know how Jing Liu works. She's gonna blow everybody's back out. Silverwolf makes it so that anyone they fight is always weak to them. No one resists anything they do. And she gives them an almost 50% defense reduction. Like, she just penetrates it. It's really good. So Silverwolf sets you up for a lot of stuff. She's also a multifunctional character. She could be a break unit while also still doing her debuffing. She could be a pure debuffer. She could be a sub DPS character because her multipliers are very strong, very high. So she can get away with that. The newer characters coming into the game will allow you to keep doing this stuff. Right? Ron May coming out is not going to stop Silverwolf from doing what Silverwolf wants. Dr. Ratio coming out is only going to help Silverwolf because now you're going to be able to apply the weakness of Imaginary to whatever you want. And he's single target, she's single target. It makes it up. It's really good for that. So you have to make that decision. Now, without knowing another sustained character is coming in the future, and I'm sure there will be one, but we don't know when, now you need to look at where your account is. If you're early into your account, you're like, I'm about to say AR, wow, Trailblazer 30, 35, 40, and you're casually playing. You're not like hard grinding the game every day. You're not refreshing all the time. you're not going to get to the point where in game really matters, right? Like when you need 2 sustains to clear whatever, you're not really going to get there just yet. You might be there right now, like access to MOC, and you might be trying to tackle it. Not that big of a deal. You could cheese it. You could double sustain your way by using a preservation and an abundance character. You could just get a really powerful DPS character like Jing Liu and just blow through everything anyway. So it comes down to if you can clear something fast or not. But the primary reason that I'm speaking on this is because you probably don't even have relics. That's an RNG thing. Everybody is going to be different. You might have relics. The next person might not have relics, so on and so forth. Light cones might be leveled up. Character traces might not be maxed out. Whatever. There's a lot of work that you have to do for these characters in order to build them up. You have a lot of time. I would rather have a Silver Wolf on my account who's going to aid my DPS character and make sure that my DPS character survives the meta for me. I'm always going to be viable because she's going to put the weakness on them up until everybody is ready, right? My account is ready. And then now, okay, now I need a solo sustain. I need to pick up Fu Xuan. Oh, her rerun just happens to roll around 2 or 3 months from now. I could pick up Fu Xuan. Oh, this new character comes out, they're a healer or another preservation character. I can pick this character up. I have enough gauge for that. It's more about just planning your account, being smart about it. That's the easiest way to go about it. So when you're looking at, should I get Huohuo now or should I save for Ron May? A lot of you guys are going to be trying to save for Ron May or like being told, yo, just pick up Ron May, just pick up Ron May. They're not telling you why to pick up Ron May, or they're not telling you why go for Dr. Asia or whatever. Ron May is going to be another Bronya or similar to Bronya. Not another Bronya exactly. She's not going to do the redeployment thing, but I mean, she's going to be hopefully an impactful 5-star harmony character. The difference between her and Bronya is going to be you can choose to get May. You can't choose to get Bronya unless you spend your 300 standard pools and then you select her from the select. But when it comes to Ron May, you can save up for it. So it's just it's a lot of back and forth, lots of discussionary stuff going on, different opinions, what you want with your account, things like that. Most of this that I'm doing now is just rambling. I'm starting to repeat myself, so I'm gonna dip before my computer tells me again that I ran out of storage. Anyway, thankfully, or not thankfully, hopefully you guys enjoyed the ramble. If you have any questions, since I'm gone and I have nothing else to do, I will try to respond to all comments as quickly as I can. If you guys want to ask me something, if you want to get as detailed as possible, feel free to do so. If you want to join the Discord, ask me questions in there. It's way more instant, so I can immediately answer something. Join the Discord, links in the description. Subscribe, do that down below, like the video, all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're new, decide between Huohuo and Silverwolf and base it off what you want. If you care about sustain more, and your DPS character is like in the future, you know for a fact you're gonna pull somebody from 2.0. All right, then grab Huohuo, call it a done deal. Not a big deal. Why did I say built? Now it's anyway. Can't say my usual outro. Inappropriate. Know you later.